Welcome back to the educational video series with the Wapello County Conservation Board. This week, this crazy naturalist right here is going to tell you how you're wasting all your time picking up a rake and raking up all your leaves. I know it's going to be difficult for you to wrap your mind around because we've been conditioned to believe that leaving leaves in our yard makes us a negligent homeowner. But if you ask me, it tells me that you care about wildlife and the health of your lawn. Because these leaves are actually part of a normal life cycle of the tree. We talked last week about how these leaves change colors, how they fall from the trees. Well, these leaves are going to add nutrients back into the soil as they decompose. So they're actually helping the tree, they're helping the lawn that they fall on. So you have worked all summer to provide pollinator plants and things like that for all of those butterflies and other pollinators. So why would you destroy that, all that work, because you want to take the leaves away? Not all butterflies migrate like monarchs do. So some of them, like the woolly bear caterpillar that we all know, that actually overwinters in piles of leaves. It uses those leaves as protection from the cold and from predators. The Luna moth and the swallowtail butterflies, they actually overwinter in cocoons. And their cocoons are colored and patterned to look like these dead leaves. So that's their protection from the cold, it's their protection from predators. So if you rake up these leaves, if you mulch them up, you've mulched up your next generation of pollinators. Because even bumblebees will burrow underneath the ground and spend the winter insulated by those leaves. And if you're not into bugs, what about toads? This little guy right here, it'll spend the winter underground, and it prefers places where there's insulation above. So thick layers of leaves are going to add some additional insulation, and it's going to keep it safer. Plus, in the springtime, all those decomposing leaves are going to be full of bugs. This guy likes to eat bugs and worms, so he's going to be hiding in those leaves and searching for food. So if we spend all of our time and our energy just throwing away these leaves or putting them in the landfill, you're throwing away all of your wildlife as well. And if you really just need a clean lawn, I can tell you there's other ways to use these leaves. Go ahead and rake them up, but put them around your perennial plants. It's added mulch. It's going to protect their roots a little bit from the cold. It's going to add some nutrients to the soil, help it hold moisture, and it'll protect them. So it's free mulch. Put them in your compost pile. Find a way to use them. But if you burn them, bag them, or mulch them, you're probably hurting the wildlife around. So if you care about wildlife, if you care about the health of your lawn and want free fertilizer, this is the way to go. Leave the leaves. I work hard to feed pollinators all summer in my yard. I leave the leaves there so the wildlife can continue to survive. So if you believe that wildlife is important and you don't think your neighbors will yell at you, leave the leaves in your yard. And it'll be a good thing for everybody involved. So until next week, get outside and enjoy fall.